Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am crocheting the project bag for Alison, and it is Saturday today. I got mixed up with days yesterday when I did my video on Friday and said it was Saturday afternoon, but it wasn't, it was Friday afternoon, as one or two people reminded me. But it is definitely Saturday today. I checked on my computer, down the bottom of my computer, there's a thing that runs along the bottom and it says Saturday. It is the last day of the month, isn't it? Yes, I'm looking at, checking to see it is. The last day of August, 31st, will be into September, be coming into the autumn before long. But it's a lovely day today. I will stop that for a minute. And I got up, had my breakfast and done whatever I have to do to tidy up, and then I said to myself, the two blankets, I did my 2 rows, which I've been neglecting these, both of them. This one's still inside the thing that I put it in when I was doing it. But I've done my 2 rows on that one and 2 rows on that one before I did anything else. Because that's what I intended doing, because I only did the parts of the blankets to make up the pattern, to work out the pattern so that there'd be no mistakes in it. So them 2 I'll put away until tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow morning that's what I'm going to do before I start anything at all, any knitting, crochet or anything. I'm going to do my 2 rows on those blankets, on each of those blankets. If I'd done that when I first started, I would have been halfway through them now, like. But anyway, after I finished that, I had an order for a knitting pattern for Lorna, it was. I forgot all about it yesterday. I forgot to go to the post office or to go up to my post box. And I was checking my phone this morning and I realised, I'll have to go over to the post office before 11 o'clock with that, to make sure it's picked up today. So I'd put it in my post box. It won't be picked up until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. No, it wouldn't be tomorrow morning, it would be Monday. It has to be 7 o'clock on Saturday. Yes, that was too early. So if I'd went to my post box, it wouldn't have been picked up till Monday morning. So anyway, it was a lovely day. Sun was shining. I've picked up a bit more of that stitch than I wanted. So I just walked over the post office for a change. I've never walked over the post office for a while. It's nearly always been in my car. But I did want milk and 1 or 2 other things, but I just carried that home in the bag on the way. And then when I came back, I made myself a cup of coffee and then I started on this. And I'll be doing this till probably about 12:30. So I might possibly get this finished, and then after that, I'll just have the lining to put on the pouch, and probably get that ready to post off on Monday. Because it doesn't take long for these bags, especially with this super chunky. It'll take no time at all when that ball will be finished. But you know, I had a sale on my Etsy shop for one of my knitting patterns. It was a PDF one. I'll show you the pattern. This one, the border lace pattern. And you know, I think this is one of my best patterns. I sell the most out of all of the patterns. This is the best seller. Now, a lady bought this one, PDF it was. She gave it 3 stars You can get out to 5 stars. Nearly everybody gives it 5 stars. I'm not bothered about how many stars she gives it, but she also wrote a review. Very hard to read, could be set out better. And you know, that was like putting a red flag in front of a bull. I know that's a very easy, it's one of the easiest patterns I've ever, if any patterns I've bought myself, because I have knitted quite a few from this, the pattern itself. After I made the pattern, I've had quite a few orders for this particular one, and I've knit from it myself. And I know it's one of the easiest of all of my patterns, of any pattern I've ever bought. And I was so annoyed when I saw that. But you know, I've had reviews like that before. And one or two when I have checked. And the ones I've checked before are other people who are selling patterns themselves, and they do that to try to put people off buying your pattern. So if anybody sees that, who's thinking about that pattern and sees that review, do not take any notice of it, because I know for a fact it's a very good pattern, and it's one of the patterns I've put more information in how it's actually step by step in it. But like I'm saying, criticism where criticism is due, but it was not due on that pattern. So that lady, if you happen to be one of my subscribers, I hope you hear this. Your ears are burning. But anyway, I have another slideshow for you. I've had some beautiful patterns, well, not patterns, pictures sent in to me what people have knitted. Not just my patterns, just whatever they wanted to do themselves. There's quite a few from my patterns as well. And you know, I've got a lot of competition out there. If a lot of those people that sent those pictures in to me were doing what I do, selling knitting and orders and things like that, I'd have an awful lot of competition, because some very beautiful patterns, some of them are. So I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to show you the slideshow. This is slideshow number 14. I've done quite a few actually. I get an awful lot of pictures sent in to me. I wait until I have at least about 40 pictures to put them together to make, as the slideshow goes along, each picture shown for 5 seconds. So I try to make it to about at least 3 minutes that the slideshow goes on for. So I'm going to stop this video now and I'll start the slideshow, and then I'll be back after that. So that was another lovely slideshow, and thank you to everyone who sent all those photos in to me. But keep sending them in for my next one. My next one will be number 15. And it usually takes 2 or 3 weeks for the maybe to get enough pictures for the to do the slideshow. But if you have anything, doesn't matter what you're knitting, even if it's something you've half knitted, send me pictures in and I can show everyone on my channel what all the other subscribers get up to. So anyway, I'll put that down again. And it is getting easier. When I do these ones with the hard bottom in, it is a little bit difficult doing the first few rows. After I get about, I think I've got about 1, 2, 3. Once I get about 3 rows, I've got something to hold on to. But before that, it's very difficult to get my hand across the whole thing to do the stitches going round. But it's very easy now because I'm onto the wider part and there's more crochet there to get a hold of. I'll put that down in a minute. I'll show you what else. The white one, I am actually up to the armholes. I've got the correct length for this now. That's I'll put my stitch marker in. That's for where I've started the armhole shaping, so it's easier to measure from a stitch marker than keep counting the rows, because I go by how many rows. I know how many rows there are to the inch. There's 7.5 rows to the inch. But it's easier if I just put a stitch marker in and I can measure up to, because I'll be doing about 9 inches from the armholes up to the shoulder. So I'll know I'll be doing the shaping the neck part when I've done about 6 inches. So that's easier to measure from there. So that one will not be long before I'll be onto the sleeves. That bit down there. And I'm going to need another ball of wool before soon as well. That one's nearly done. And I now have the back. One front. And I am up to the armholes on the other front. So I just have to finish that front off and I can start on the sleeves. You can't really see the pattern on this one. You only want to get a bit close to it. Changes colour the closer I get, actually, like. So not be long for that one. I'll be doing that one after my lunch. And I find it easier. These are some old grey ones. I bought these ones from Mariners quite some time ago for when I was doing tutorials. I thought the smaller ones were better because I was using my larger straight needles and they were making a lot of clatter noise on my bench or my table whenever I was using them. So I bought these ones to do the shorter ones to do the tutorials with. And I just remembered them the other day and I thought, oh, they'd be much better for seeing the stitches on the black against the black. Because I do have the bamboo ones. I'm using the bamboo ones on this one, but I'm using it with the cable. But these are more or less, they don't rest on my arm because they're not long enough. So they're better, I can knit with them down like that. So I haven't got much more of that one to do. The sleeves will not take very long, and then I have a 24-inch to do. And then I can forget about the black for a while. Because I do have some more black wool, but I think I'll mix the black I have with white and that for making bags and things like that, because it'll be easier. And I need to do another ball of this. That's the end of that ball, so I need to wind another all up before I get much more of that one done. And in the bottom of my bag, I forgot about this as well. I'm going to have to get on with this for myself. My cardigan I was doing for myself. I never get any of this done. I hope this doesn't end up like that last one of mine that took me nearly 3 years to knit. Because I'm working this pattern out as I'm going. It's not from a pattern, it's one I'm working out myself for this one. So a lot of people would probably like this one if I get it finished. So I'm going to have to find some time to do some knitting for myself. I was going to make a cardigan with this one, but I might make a sweater now because it will probably be into the colder weather by the time I get it finished. So I think I'll just make it into a sweater and maybe do a cardigan later on, maybe next year for myself with the same pattern. Get that back in the bag there. It's been at the very bottom of my bag and I've taken everything out because I've got all the pieces here to the white one, that here, and then, oh, now see, there's my pink one underneath all that lot. Put that back in the bag. And that back in. And that. In case you're wondering, that's my bag on the floor. It's got all my stuff. That's my project bag. Sometimes it gets very full and overflowing because I've got the black to put in as well. And I'm going back to my crochet now. And I think I'm going to have myself, although it's almost 12 o'clock now, so I was going to make myself another cup of coffee, but I think I'll just wait and have it with my lunch. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.